Good evening, happy Sunday, and thank you for joining me. Are you addicted to sugar? And how do you know if you are addicted to processed sugar? Do you crash every afternoon going to the candy machine or reaching in your office drawer, looking through the house, gotta have something sweet, right? Or after dinner, every night after dinner, you gotta reach for something sweet. You gotta have that dessert. You're getting ready for go to bed, but you're rummaging through the kitchen looking for something sweet. Do you stop on your way to the office or run out during the day to get those sweetened coffee drinks, tea drinks, big old milkshake? You're always looking for something sweet. If so, you just might be addicted to processed sugar. And here's the thing, it's not your fault because food manufacturers plan it that way. They plan for you to be addicted to processed sugar. Processed sugar has the same addictive reaction in your brain that cocaine has. The average American eats 152 pounds of processed sugar a year. That's up 40 pounds from the 1980s. And it's like 38 bags of sugar, or breaking it down even more, 3/4 of that bag a day. Now, can you imagine sitting there with your sugar thing, just scooping up the sugar in your mouth? 3/4 of that bag every day. Our children on average eat 34 teaspoons of processed sugar a day, 34 teaspoons. And then we wonder why they're hyper and bouncing off the walls, and we have this obesity epidemic. We are shoveling that sugar in by the pounds, literally. If you could visualize over 150 pounds of sugar in a year for the average person, one of those big industrial trash cans filled up. Can you imagine having that out in your garage and just going in and pumping the sugar down? But that's what we do. So we stop in the morning and we get that sugar coffee or tea, or let's say we just get plain, but we pick up a big muffin because we want to eat a healthy breakfast. And we've just eaten the same amount of sugar that is in a pile of M&Ms. Or we're going to make pasta and we grab that jarred sauce and we make it up, and a half cup of that jarred pasta sauce has about the same amount of sugar as 3 or 4 chocolate cream filled cookies. Or we down the orange juice, which has as much sugar as a Coca-Cola. Now I know what you're going to say. Yeah, but it's got so much more nutrients. It's sugar. Eat the orange. Okay, so when you give your child a glass of orange juice with breakfast, you're giving them 9 sugar cubes. 9 sugar cubes to suck on, to get them going in the morning. Give them the orange. Give them the fiber that goes along with it. How many oranges you have to squeeze to get a glass of orange juice, and you're drinking all that down? Your pancreas is sending out a mayday. Mayday, help! We are conditioned to be addicted to sugar in this country, and it is a mass epidemic. So how do you break it? Do you just stop it cold turkey? Maybe some people can. There are some people that are all or nothing. They're just going to stop one day and they just stop eating sugar. Most people can't do that. We take baby steps. We start drinking more water instead of soda. Instead of those sweetened drinks, we increase our water. So let's say you said for every sweetened drink, you were going to drink 25 to 30 ounces of water. Your body's going to be so hydrated that it's not going to call for those sweetened sugar things anymore. We take baby steps. We replace those sugar-laden, those processed ho-hos and whatever it is we're eating for dessert, and we're making healthier options. We're adding in some honey or some stevia. We are making a healthier option for those desserts for when we have them. We're saving those processed sugar treats as true treats. We're not having them all the time. We're taking baby steps. I have fought with my weight my entire life. I was a heavy child, a heavy teen, a heavy young adult, a heavy adult, a heavy new mom. I was heavy almost all of my life, fighting these sugar addictions, fighting these cravings, and not knowing how to break this horrible cycle. And still, after losing that 100 pounds, I am still on this eternal journey to keep my weight in check, because left to my own devices, I'm going to sit down with a bag of candy corn and a bag of Good and Plenty's and watch a movie and eat them all. Now, it might make me sick these days, but I used to do that on a regular basis. My body wanted that sugar so badly. And it wasn't until I could learn to break that sugar addiction that I could start to get my body on a healthy cycle and keep it at a healthy weight. And so working with women one-on-one now on overcoming these obstacles is it's my passion. It is my passion, because if you wake up every day and all you're doing is going from sugar high to sugar high to sugar high to sugar high, you're just not going to have the energy to get out there and do what you really want to do. Play with your kids, or serve on the worship team, or work in your yard, whatever it is that you really want to do. You're just not having the energy, because sugar is going to get you high and then crash you down. And orange doesn't do that, because it's got all that fiber in there, because orange is going to do the same thing. And we learn these principles together, and we take these baby steps and we learn them as a team together, working together to learn what are proper portion sizes, and how much do I need of this, and what's a good alternative for chocolate cake, and what should I eat now? Some people are so frustrated they don't know what to eat. Food is fuel. That's all it is. And we have decided that food has to be included in everything, in celebration, in boredom, in frustration, in anger. I'm stressed, I'm going to eat. How about journaling? How about going out and taking a walk? How about throwing on a DVD and dancing? How about not using food for everything? How about breaking that addiction? It's my heart's passion. It is my team, our team that works together. It is our passion as we learn more and more and new things to break this addiction. We move forward together, and then we help someone else break the addiction. And it's amazing, because nobody needs to eat an industrial-sized garbage can of processed sugar, and our children don't need 34 teaspoons a day of sugar. We need to break this cycle, and it starts with you, and it starts with me, and it starts with us working together, and then going out and grabbing someone else, and going out and grabbing someone else, and we work together to be our healthiest, brightest, best us we can be. Thank you for joining me. Let's chat. Send me a direct message, but let's talk today. Like, go do it right now.